Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, December 5th, 2025. Let's take a look at the chart. Start with the big picture. We came off that channel bottom at 400.02 after testing it about 3-4 weeks ago, actually week 4, week 3, twice in a row in 2 weeks and then up and away. We were anticipating this as a possibility following the testing of the channel top, and that was about 2.5 months ago, as a 1 to 2 month possibility. That did play out. Now that we've tested the channel bottom, we are anticipating upward rotation, as we've been saying, that holding above 400.02 will keep 528.94 in reach as a 2 to 3 month target. And now we may see it over the next 3 to 5 weeks, this following yesterday's Thursday settlement above the 448.16 formation. We'd mentioned how the market could kind of find itself locked in a two-sided framework between this wedge, or inside this wedge between 402.04, that channel bottom on the daily chart, and 448.16, a descending channel top that is based off that late September, early October high. And so having closed above 448.16, we are now expecting 474.07 over the next 3 to 5 days, and 528.94 as a 3 to 5 week target. This was about 2 weeks right here in terms of distance, so I think 3 to 5 weeks is realistic. Holding above 448.16, that 528.94 level in reach over the next 3 weeks is probably a stretch. 5 weeks is realistic. 528.94 is a 6-year rising channel top based on activity over the same time frame. 528.94 can, if or when tested, contain buying pressures on a quarterly, possibly annual basis. And so it does remain a 2 to 3 month target above 400.02 and is now more like a 3 to 5 week objective above 448.16. On the way up, once again, we do have 474.07 as a 3 to 5 day target. We've got 488.53, that is the December high of last year, as like a 2 to 3 week, 1 to 2 week, something like that, more like a 2 to 3 week target. And once again, over the next 3 to 5 weeks, 528.94, we have the rising channel top that I mentioned just a moment ago, that rising channel top on the weekly chart there that you can see. And on the daily chart, it comes in at 507.20, but it is rising, and it will, over the next 3 weeks or so, converge anyway with 528.94, which is why I don't really mention it much, because at this point in time, it's just not going to be tested at 507. It would be tested in the 520s. That would be my prediction, of course. So 448.16 can contain selling through next week, above which 488.53 remains a 2 to 3 week target, 528.94 likely by the end of January or sooner. And that's the way I'd like to frame it. On the way up, we've got day trade opportunities. I think we're in a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside right now, above 448.16, anticipating 474.07, where profits can be taken on a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside. And then, of course, once we close above 474.07, we're expecting 488.53 within just a few days. So it is kind of pick your spot on the way up for taking profits. I wouldn't short sell really any of them unless it's just on a day trade basis. I don't think 474.07 is a good 3 to 5 day swing trade to the downside, although I don't have a big problem with that if that's something you want to try. Just know, though, that we're bullish, longer term above 402.04, and that is to say well into the first quarter, and we're now bullish kind of midterm over the next 3 to 5 weeks above 448.16. So, but if you want to sell 474.07, just maintain the tight stop loss, because we could potentially fall back from here to the 448.16 formation within 3 to 5 days of testing it. That covers the upside pretty well. Let's jump into the downside. If we break 448.16 today, how far south can we go? I doubt whether we'll fall all the way to 426.07 today, but I will say that if we close today below 448.16, this steeply rising channel bottom should be anticipated within just a few days. We can bottom out here on a daily basis. It is also kind of a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the downside once or if settled below. I will say that if we do close today back below 448.16, 4816, there's a very real risk of falling all the way back into the low 400 area within a couple of weeks.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
And so if you went long yesterday with the settlement above 448.16, that is the correct move, of course. But if we close below 448.16, my suggestion is to exit that long position. And if you like trading both sides of the market, you can consider playing the short side with a settlement today below 448.16. If you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, you can hold out for 502.04. But if you're just kind of a 1 to 2 day swing trader, it's 426.07. And 426.07 is our next meaningful sell signal on a 3 to 5 day basis on weakness. I think that is a clear then shot for 502.04, where, once again, we can bottom out through the rest of the year, well into the first quarter, and above which 528.94 remains a 2 to 3 month objective. I think I've said it all, and I am going to leave it at that for Friday's Daily Tesla Report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Know that NVIDIA will be rolling to wickedstocks.com starting Monday. So today, Friday, is the last daily NVIDIA report that you'll see on our YouTube channel. It goes to wickedstocks.com. If you're interested in that, seeing that on a regular basis, and you may well be, please check us out at wickedstocks.com. We do offer a 5-day free trial. With that, you'll also get our daily SPY, our daily Triple Q analysis, our weekly Apple stock analysis, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100, 2 stock picks a week. This week was AppLovin and Toll Brothers Construction. We just put that out on Thursday. We're always looking for at least 20% gains on our underlying stock picks. 2025, so far, we've got a 70% accuracy on our stock picks, and the average return on our stock picks is around 30%, just over. So check that out. Those are all valid and real stats. Anyway, I will be back on Sunday with Monday's Tesla, and you have a great weekend.